is supposed to be one of the most secure facilities on Earth.
Good. For a minute there, I was afraid I was in the wrong place.
Greetings, fanboys and fangirls. I'm Erod and I'm the Blockbuster Buster. Now that I have the Buster base up and running, I have decided to take a respite in between scenes and come back here, gather my thoughts, and give you a deeper analysis of the movies that I bust. Picture it like a boxer going back to his corner in between rounds. With that said, Independence Day. A pretty standard sci-fi action-adventure movie that was butchered by critics, but enjoyed by general audiences. Whether you love or hate Independence Day, I think we can all agree that it was an open and shut case. Aliens invade the planet, we defeat the aliens, they go away, the end. Never did anybody think what happens next. Enter Independence Day Resurgence, the sequel that nobody wanted or asked for. So, if this was not a highly anticipated sequel, then why did Fox push it through production? Well, after they lost Star Wars to Disney, they were in hopes of replacing Star Wars with a new action-adventure sci-fi franchise. Yes, Fox intended to replace Star Wars, the most successful franchise of all time, with this. Let's get to work.
I think we should shoot that mysterious orb that we know nothing about.
Madam President, that's a terrible idea.
I concur. Let's shoot it.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? You see something that you don't understand and your first instinct is to shoot it? What are you, Yosemite Sam? And then the only person on your staff who has actually dealt with the aliens before advises you and you ignore him? Is this the person that we want in charge of the nuclear launch codes? Excuse me. Hello, Mysterious Orb. Come in, Mysterious Orb. This is Erod.
Greetings, this is the mysterious orb.
Did you just catch everything these dingleberries just said?
Yes, I was going to help them fight off the aliens, but their stupidity is beyond reproach. I will go offer my services to a more sophisticated species.
Well, it's a good thing the Mysterious Orb left. Otherwise, you idiots would have shot it, tortured it, and still expected to help you fight off the aliens. That would have made no sense. Nice diplomatic skills, jackass!
I concur.
As you can see, the characters in this movie are fair at best, and the ones that they decided to bring back from the original movie don't really do much to improve the quality of the film, as they are treated as nothing more than supporting players, which seems like a complete waste of their time and talent. Now, with that said, it does make sense for them to bring back the older characters to pass the torch to the younger characters. So, if that was their plan, then why in the hoary host of Hogarth did they not bring back Mae Whitman? 20 years ago, Mae Whitman played Patricia Whitmore, the president's daughter, in the original Independence Day. In the intervening time, Miss Whitman has become one of the most prolific and respected young actors in Hollywood, starring in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, The Parenthood, and The Dove. She also became a dominating force in the world of animation, voicing such iconic characters as Tinkerbell, April O'Neil, and Katara in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Suffice it to say, she has become a highly condecorated actor that critics respect and fans love. In spite of this, 20th Century Fox still found it necessary to replace her with this girl. Yup, Fox actually duffed Mae Whitman. Dick move, Fox. Dick move.
Yeah, so we'll see you later.
No, wait. I'm coming with you. I know how to defeat these creatures.
Ah!
Hold on, you know how to defeat the aliens? How?
Yes, you see, you must attack them from the rear.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. The highly advanced alien race that could only be defeated by all of the world's military joining forces and highly ambiguous computer virus.
That was me and the Fresh Prince.
Could have been beaten by simply sneaking up behind them and stabbing them in the ass.
But you don't understand. You must stalk your prey like a panther.
Nope. Say it right.
You must sneak up behind them and stab them in the ass.
Good man. The aliens probed us and now we're probing them back.
What is that little guy's obsessions with ass?
It's like Africans. Don't ask me.
Let's go.
Ugh, boy. As stated before, one of the major mission statements of this movie was to introduce new, hot, young actors to take this franchise into the future, which is a time-honored tradition that has worked many times before. One of the most recent examples, ironically, was Star Wars: The Force Awakens. But the difference between the characters in that movie and this one is that the young characters in Independence Day Resurgence suck buffalo balls. They have no depth or definition. They're just a bunch of broad stereotypes. You've got the heroic bad boy, the comic relief sidekick, the Boy Scout with the chip on his shoulder, the tough girl. All characters that we've already seen in many other movies played a hell of a lot better. Let's face it, the young characters in this movie are about as captivating as a pile of cardboard boxes. But at least those you can turn into a little fort, which would be awesome. Does anybody hear a bus?
We did it. We outran the giant alien queen with the school bus.
Oh my God, are you serious? Godzilla? This scene is a complete ripoff of that crappy 1990s American Godzilla movie, which, by the way, was also directed by Roland Emmerich. Oh, come on, you remember, when they blow up the building, all the baby Godzilla's in it, but then the mama Godzilla comes out of the wreckage, so they all climb into a cab and drive away, and somehow miraculously they can outrun a giant lizard that could keep up with helicopters earlier in the movie? No? Well, this is a complete ripoff, and no, switching out a bus for a cab doesn't make it different. Wait, where's Will Smith?
Who?
Steve Hiller. He's supposed to be here and... Oh. Yeah, when choosing between Independence Day 2 and Suicide Squad, really can't figure out which one's the lesser of the evils. Oh well, my work here is done. I'm off to ruin another scene.
Here's a question I wish more people would ask. Why in Heimdall's hairy hindquarters did the aliens come back to our planet? In the original movie, it was established that they were colonists, and they were only here to wipe out the populace so they could make use of our planet. So when we just miraculously fought them off, you'd figure that they would just go away, blacklist our planet, and move on to a planet that would be easier to colonize, right? Coming back to this planet and picking a fight with an opponent that has spent the last 20 years preparing to fight them makes the kind of sense that it doesn't. Hell, I have a better question for you. If this time around the aliens don't care to preserve our planet, then why don't they just blow it up from orbit? Remember in the original movie how just one of their scout ships was powerful enough to destroy an entire city with just one blast? With that logic, their mothership, which is big enough to eclipse the sun, could potentially have enough power to do the same to the entire planet. But no, having elaborate dogfights with opponents that are more inferior and primitive is the way to go. Let's finish this.
I've got a shot, and I know its weakness.
Come on, say it right.
I'm gonna shoot it. In the ass.
There you go. Or to put it in other words, you're gonna fire a couple of direct shots down an exhaust port approximately 2 meters wide, which has never happened in any movie ever. Good job, kid. That was not a 1 in a million.
With all this alien technology gathered from this invasion, we can travel through the universe and help other civilizations ward off the enemy invaders.
Hell no! You guys are too brash, violent, and stupid to represent the human race across the universe.
So, what are you gonna do about it?
There were no alien invaders. You guys were on a really boring school field trip to a military base. And now my buddy David here is going to take you inside and tell you about a far more interesting time when he was a fly.
I am?
Yup. Now run along before the credits roll. Got this idea from a far better Will Smith movie. Everything about this movie comes off like a hasty decision, inexplicably moving forward without actors from the first movie, then failing to utilize the actors that did come back efficiently, then failing to give good reasons for the events of the movie to transpire. The list goes on and on. While the original movie may not be perfect, at least it's better than this one. So that was one busted, thousands more to go. I'm E-Rod, and I'm the Blockbuster Buster.